All right, we're back. More Ace Attorney. More Ace Attorney. More Ace Attorney. We're going back. We're going right into it. We're not even gonna wait. We're going right into it. We right back in this bitch. For the people watching on YouTube, this is happening the same day as the last thing I uploaded. Match! 2 cards. One of the Black Raven, and one of the White Raven. How did I know? I knew it was going to be like that. A country torn in 2. One of the West, and one to the East. They're both fictional. When those which were split are made whole again, the truth will reveal itself. Oh, we're setting something on fire. Something. It's the Yatagarasu! The Yatagarasu's here! Lights and camera! Action! Oh, shit. He really is there. Goddamn, he won't lie. That motherfucker there. Oh my god, that motherfucker there. You accursed Yatagarasu! K! You... What did K do? Wait. K didn't do that, right? Oh, okay, we're back. March 14th, 10:17 a.m. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. It's so nice, almost dreamlike, to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at the Gatewaterland theme park. And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office, along with a thief who was out to Plyfer related to a case from 10 years ago, of which I got my memories flooded back to me. How did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back to back to back? Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. Alright, gumshoe bud. Mr. Edgeworth! Never mind, it was K. I'm so This is big! Big, I tell you! Hey, what's wrong with you? Where's your enthusiasm? And suddenly, the phrase, the fragility of dreams, comes to mind. What are you talking about, fragile dreams? Come on, let's go! The fake Yatagarasu isn't going to just find herself, you know! Well, if you must know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake. Say what? So that was Callisto U. Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, we're still looking for this criminal. However, I must warn you that we've only had a few hours to search so far. So I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay. What's with you today? Are you sure you aren't sleep-talking to me right now? Anyway, I've got something much more important that I want you to see. Oh, and that is... a gun! Take a look at this! On March 14th, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. That's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this. The date the card mentions is today! Today, huh? Come on, we've got to hurry! The embassy awaits! I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating? Well, it's some really special country, and I'm actually really fuzzy on the details. But never mind that! Where's all your energy? Why are you so what? Lackadaisical today? I'm not, Kay. You're just too wound up. Well, then you should get too wound up too! Because this just might be our chance to catch that woman! You mean Miss Yu. The woman who killed Kay's father, Byrne Faraday, 7 years ago. And then pulled a gun on me. Double-barreled pistol. Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief Yatagarasu. and then disappeared from the courtroom. She makes me so mad, the phony! The faker! I just like to imagine, she just goes, the faker? Callisto goes barging in that big window, just barges through. Faker, I think you're the fake Yatagarasu here. You're comparing yourself to me? You're not even good enough to be my, like, the whole thing. Everyone knows that the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a calling card, but he did. Until the company's underhanded dealings are made public. The target is always totally unaware that the Yatagarasu has paid them a visit. That's what makes a real Yatagarasu so awesome! The Yatagarasu's card that's shown in this article. It looks to me as though it could be genuine. See, that's the thing. Whoever it is, that person... Whoever it is, that person isn't the real deal, but has knowledge of the Yatagarasu. If this isn't a clue that that woman's involved, then nothing is. Oh, she's getting fired up. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, out the door you go. Wait, there are a few preparations I must make before we go. There's something interesting about this card we found last night here in my office. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why. What's up? Any reason why you're boring a hole through my newspaper with your eyes? No reason at all. Very well, seeing as how Miss Yu is also someone of special nature to me. I agree there is some merit to be found in investigating this. I knew you'd come around! Oh, we're just going. We're gone. We're going, gone. March 14th, 5 p.m. What was the first one? I want to try to keep a mental track of, like, each time thing. Damn it, it doesn't say. Whatever. 5 p.m. It's a place I didn't read the name of because I was going too fast. By the lights of this night's glorious moon. What the fuck? We are ready! Ready to embark on our nightly outing. And this is where our tale begins. What the fuck? Steel Samurai? Out of nowhere? And Footstep? I don't know. It's us. What a coincidence. Let me look at the history right here. What the fuck? Okay, Steel Samurai, Pink Prince. Okay, the Pink Princess was talking about fucking bad. What a coincidence. Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy? Yeah, the climax was really awesome. Steel Samurai Sushi Slash. I got chills down my spine when he pulled that move out. I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television. I have to say, though, this embassy is set up kind of funny. I mean, they have two countries sharing the same building. Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the two countries. So let me get this straight. The Steel Samurai show just now is being sponsored by one of the two countries. The one that's called the Kingdom of Alabast, right? Yes, it would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well. Seems that way. But you know who I'm really into? The Jammin' Ninja. The what? The Republic of Babel. Babal? Babal was sponsoring a Jammin' Ninja stage show. That's something for fangirls like me. We've totally got to see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. The Jammin' Ninja show is gonna... Oh, that's... Oops. The Jammin' Ninja show is gonna kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end! You know, ever since I first met this girl, I've always had this inkling that what she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja. So, anyway, about today's event, what's it called again? The Kingdom of Alabast versus the Republic of Babel Goodwill Jubilee. That's a fucking mouthful. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babel, is that... Okay, I need to look this up. Is this a real country? I assume not, because the thing they were talking about before, Republic of Babal. Babal, officially the Republic, was a European country that existed in the 2010s. It was to... There's a Facebook account? Have you posted a goddamn thing ever? I don't think that... Okay, so I think it's fake. I think it's fake. If I'm wrong, sorry, but the first thing to show up is Ace Attorney, so... These two countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature, and it was called the Principality of Cadopia. Oh! Interesting. So Cadopia split into Babal and Alabast. Oh. Is everything all right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I'm all right. Moving on. After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, though signs of their past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and butterfly motifs to this day. Where's the butterfly from? Cadopia, huh? The KG-8 incident, and what was referred to as the second KG-8 incident, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Cadopia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have split into two. However, the Yatagarasu still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean? Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something. Oh, excuse me. What were we talking about again? Ugh, if you could please stop spacing out on me. Anyway, we were talking about the Alabast versus Babel. I was gonna say Babel. Fuck it, it's not real, Babel. Alabast versus Babel Goodwill Jubilee. The two countries have had a pretty bad relationship with each other. But supposedly, they've been trying really hard to make up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event. If that's the case, then why the versus? Friendly competition type vibe. Also, both countries claim to own the real Primidu statue. A national treasure to both. They're planning to have them publicly evaluated today to see which one's the real deal. Okay, need I remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires? Well, when it comes to treasure, I can't help myself, you know that! Yeah. She had better be saying that in jest. Hey, I can read your body language, you know, and you've got it all wrong! Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you! I know. And although we don't know if the Yatagarasu will really make an appearance, I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. I want to talk to you. If your hair was just a little more saturated, I would have claimed you're me. You got a fucking, like, fingerless glove on with the suit. Like, you're trying to look badass. Like, are you real? Oh, okay. Well, I'm still gonna say it's me. Fuck it. This is the perfect angle. Go, my image! Travel across the wave world and into every TV set around the globe! A more honest approach to appearing on TV might serve your ambitions better. Oh, he's stupid. It really is me. What's this? There are pamphlets about the two embassies here on this table. Embassy of Babel, Embassy of Alabast, Theatrum Neutralis. Nah, it still looks weird to me. The country split into two a few years back, and they've shared the building and its grounds at 50-50 ever since. Oh? I guess it's because they don't have the money to build two separate ones, huh? I should think that that's not the reason why, Kay. I suppose I'll just have to help myself to one of these. Cool! That's it. What is all the hubbub? Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai! And he's got his son, the Iron Infant! That's so good! The Iron Infant with him. Hey, it's Lotta Hart! That's cool! I didn't know she showed up. Wait, I'm gonna move past him. Wait, give me one second. I wanna talk to her. Where in tarnation are they? Come on, big scoop! Hey, mister, out of the way! Yeah, I'm talking to ya! Seem to remember this woman from somewhere. Yet my instincts are directing me not to engage in conversation with her. So it would be best if I left her alone. That's cool! They got a lot of heart here. That's cool. Move out of the fucking way. Okay, well, I guess we'll just talk to Steely Sammy. May I speak with you for a second? It's the Steel Samurai. No way you're fanboying right now. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for? Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before. Oh, brother. To Mr. Edgeworth. Does that say Steel Samurai Daddy? Married man of Neo Old Tokyo. Looks like he's written something down for you. To Edgeworth from Steel Samurai Daddy. Married man of Neo Old Tokyo. Wow, an autograph! Pretty cool that you got one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah? That was it. Okay. That was it. Autograph. Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you. Oh. Now the Steel Samurai will proceed to enter the Kingdom of Alabast to shake the hand of the Ambassador. The Steel Samurai isn't only here for the two countries tonight, but rather can be thought of as a goodwill ambassador from our fuck you. There he goes, off to spread goodwill to the world. I'm gonna look at this real quick. See, he already knew you were Edgeworth, so that's someone we know. Oh, fuck, I don't want to know who it is, actually. I'm a little scared. It's either gonna be, like... I mean, my only real thought is, like, Old Bag, but I don't know if they do that twice. He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Okay, we're shooting the next segment now. Cue camera. In just a few seconds, the Jammin' Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jammin' Ninja will enter the Republic of Babel. He is set to meet with the ambassador of Babel at that time. The pronunciation is going to change every time, so you just got to accept it. The Jammin' Ninja show's about to start! We've got to get back to our seats! Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas. Well, this show will change your mind. Come on, we have to hurry! If we miss even a second of the Jammin' Ninja's awesome playing, I'll never forgive you! I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay? Alright, we just walked right in front of the fucking camera. I could listen to that a ninja marked for Death's Lullaby song all day! His superb playing and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice! Now that's the Jammin' Ninja's greatest weapon! Nothing. Those pieces of the Jammin' Ninja merchandise over there! I have got to have them! Especially I want the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows. They're exactly like the ones of the heroine Princess Mizola, wears her in her hair. I fucked it up. Anyway? Hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth! Oh my, yeah. You're thinking of going home, aren't you? Well, it doesn't seem likely that the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely it was simply a prank. No way! I just know the Yatagarasu will show! But I thought you said that the Yatagarasu doesn't send calling cards. Yeah, I did, but I figured from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase. But that card she sent was a genuine fake calling card. A genuine fake. Well, how can I word this? The Yatagarasu's mark that... Hold on, the Yatagarasu's mark that's on the calling card is exactly the same as my mark. Get it now? We've got a problem! Oh, they're rushing in. The Yatagarasu has been spotted in Alabast! What? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha! So you finally decided to show yourself, you phony! Hey, what gives? I'm sorry, but I will need to search you before you may enter. What the? Hey, the Steel Samurai just waltzed straight in through the... Now, if you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony is going to escape. Kay, you're going to get yourself arrested. Kay, a country's embassy is considered to be part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country... Mr. Edgeworth! I'm going to enter through Babel and climb over the wall into Alabast. Hold it! Girl! You would tell a prosecutor straight out that you intend to illegally enter another... Kay, are you listening to me? Kay Faraday, I'm coming through! Yes, and welcome. Someone stop anyone! You could have gone the long way. Okay. March 14th, 6:12 p.m. Open air stage. Okay, so we're at least like 4 hours in. Okay, where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way over this fence. What is this? Ah! What is this sound? Holy shit! Fire! This is too big for us to handle! Looks like the Yatagarasu came to Babal too! You accursed Yatagarasu! Kay! You had better be alright, wherever you are! That was fat. Damn. Oh, they think Kay did it. They think Kay did it. Okay. Oh, that's the guy from the... Oh, shit. Okay, well, I could very much assume that Callisto U has been here, given the, oh, we do have Callisto's thing. She's 29 now. That's, wow. 7 years ago, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Anyway, we can confirm that she was here because that guy is dead, and that guy was related to the murder of her sister, so she was here. All right, March 14th, 6:45 p.m., Babalese Embassy, Secretariat's office, I guess. I told you it wasn't me! Hey, Sheena. Hold it! Oh, God. Kay, are you all right? Do I look all right to you now? Can you do something about this woman? Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's this. Hey, the key's there. Wow! It wasn't me! He was already dead when I ran in here, hot on the heels of the fake Yatagarasu! Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open air stage! A suspicious person? A long black coat and hood over their head? I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious! When I saw that person, I immediately thought they must be the fake Yatagarasu! So I chased after them into the embassy, then into here, and then lost sight of them. But I just know that person is the one who did it! What are you so worked up over? There's no reason for you to be this loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary. Sheena, I believe your name is, correct? And if you are making an arrest, I assume you have evidence that it was Kay who committed a crime is that also correct? You refuse to answer? Okay. I don't need to answer. You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority. Hey, pal! Just what the heck does what you just said mean? If it happened here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction, the end! And seeing as how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate wherever we'd like. Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter. Huh? This office is considered to be part of the Republic of Babal, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babalese government and Babalese law, giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights. Extraterrestrial rights? Sir, do you really believe the truth is out there? Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place, which means we can do little here in this situation. No way, sir! Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home. Mr. Edgeworth! Hey, you're not! Mr. Edgeworth! Hold it. Is that Lang? I'm gonna do the Van Zyk's voice and then the English version to, like, remember the voice. In that case, allow me to join your investigation. In that case, allow me to join your investigation. That is not who I fucking thought it would be. Who the fuck are you? Come on, Karma! Eat! Who the fuck is this? Ambassador Paleno, I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation. It's really nothing. Manny was my secretariat, so of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Francisca. Well, I never imagined that I'd meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct. Already? What is it? Ambassador Paleno. And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant. Role reversal. That's sick as hell. Assistant? Miles? What the heck do you think you're? Please, I implore you, Ambassador Paleno. Very well, I'll be counting on you two, Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. What did you mean by you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant? I don't exactly have a choice, do I, Detective? If I don't become Francisca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation. There you go again, running at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face. And my controller disconnected yet again because I slightly moved. Hold on. Come on. There we go. There you go again, running at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face. Francisca, please. I don't know what you're planning quite yet. But at least I do know one thing, that you are now my subordinate. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you, should you have a brain lapse. Of course, I'll keep that in mind. If you are done playing games... Right, let's begin the investigation. Begin investigation. By the way, Detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here? Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty for the Babalese embassy today. Are you about to get fucking told you did it again? I'm gonna lose my mind. And why are our police guarding an embassy? Well, on account of the card they got from the Yatagarasu. They called us up and asked for our help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for the Yatagarasu these past 7 years, it was more or less mutually beneficial agreement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. Look forward to your next salary negotiation, although it's out of my hands. But sir, if I get cuts anymore, I won't be able to buy even instant noodles anymore. God damn, we are mean to this man. We are just mean to him. Let's start here. Let's start with the actual fucking corpse, I guess. So, our victim was the secretariat of this embassy, I take it. Manny Cochin. I heard that he was an admirable person. Very admirable. The cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. Damn. He was lax in watching his back. We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. If the fire had burned a bit longer, it would have made identifying him a hassle. So Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire? What in the world happened inside this room? Cochin, cause of death, single stab to the base of the neck. The body wasn't badly burnt by the fire. Might have been thrown in afterwards. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny, including the fucking key. There appears to be something in his pocket. This key, it can't be. It's the Yatagarasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago. What? But that's... Huh? 7 years ago? Oh! You mean that case where I was framed, sir? Yes. It's the piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago, which was then stolen by Callisto U. What? Mr. Faraday was killed with this key, sir? I thought he was killed with a knife. Ew! Scruffy! At the very least, try to remember the details of crimes you were a suspect in. Jeez. Francisca, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have been made privy to such knowledge. Oh, I feel like the victim right now, all trampled on, sir. I suppose I'll just have to fill you in now. The secret to this key is... Am I? Oh, I'm doing it. Okay. Knife. No. Okay, I was about to say knife. Whoa! Wow, that's amazing, sir! It's like some kind of magic trick! Yatagarasu's key data jotted down in my organizer. The Yatagarasu stole this from this embassy 7 years ago. It is also a knife. I knew it. This is the same exact piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. I remember this beautiful pattern in the blade. I remember this as well. It's a vine motif, isn't it? Yes, it looks like 2 interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. Vines, sirs? I think it looks like a bunch of stars, if you ask me. Where are you getting star? It's one of those 6-sided stars, just like the police mark. Oh. But very long? I really don't think that you can call these stars. To say that the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be an understatement. The real question is, why was the Babyliss Embassy Secretariat holding this? While we don't know how Mr. Kochin came to possess this key, we do know that this was stolen by the Yatagarasu from the Cadopian Embassy. That's right, Mr. Faraday had written that fact down in his organizer. I believe this means that further research is required into the country of Cadopia. Why don't you ask Ambassador Paleno about what he knows? Supposedly, he was a candidate to be the next Cadopian ambassador once long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have. Okay, well, let's look at this knife. Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade's shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound. I suppose this means that we now know that the crime was committed with this knife. The knife got some really fancy ornamentation going on, huh? This thing practically screams artsy at me, too. Although, it's also covered in blood, just like the last thing that I said was artsy. But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. It's very beautiful. Butterfly motif. Like the flag? It's a knife wound. It's obvious what he was killed with, but I wonder if it's consistent with the wound. Indeed. Oh, that's it? This man. Where do I know him from? Really? Okay, man, sure. And I'm assuming nothing else, here, like, means yeah, okay. That's a knife, that's just debris. I think we did get everything there, yes. Let's look at this safe. This safe looks interesting. A small personal safe. This was Mr. Kochin's office, so perhaps he stored his most important documents in here. Ah, of course, it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without the key. What are the fucking odds? It's the fucking... What are the fucking odds to the Yatagarasu key? What are the odds? I wanna look at everything before we talk to dude. Mr. Edgeworth, there's still something on display rack, sir. Knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remains of them, unfortunately. I guess the handles all got burnt off by the fire. So even the knives fell victim to the fire. Ambassador Paleno, are these knives yours? Why, yes, they are. They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring a national symbol of Babal. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Babyliss ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? There's a small release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador Paleno, what is this notch here for? Oh, that! It's a feature on these knives where you can freely exchange the handles on them. So, so that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see. So these knives were constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. That should have been a fucking nimmy. This should have been a this thing. Because it has the motif on knife handle. Is butterfly this country or the other one? Hey, it's another butterfly! I believe it's the symbol of the Republic of Babel. Oh, that's fucking it? Drawing this big on the wall of an embassy definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism. Well, I've got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country, which is our country. You may want to, Detective. However, I have yet to see the fruits of your desire. You don't have to be so blunt about it, sir. All right, well, let's the world. And let's just motif of knife, butterfly, ball, and let's just connect that shit. Easy peasy, boom! The design on the knife's handle greatly resembles the special Babalese species of butterfly. It does, doesn't it? Plus, it says right here, this knife is property of the Republic of Babel. Okay, well, that would have been our first fucking clue. Perhaps this means that the knife used in the crime was found right in this room. I'm actually gonna argue differently. I'm gonna actually argue differently. And I'll tell you why. So, the handle is different for the two countries, right? But theoretically, the blade is the same, right? And the handle has absolutely no blood on it. I'm gonna guess that this is actually the knife from the other country. That's my guess right now. There is a lot of skill detailing on this handle. It would appear that the handle on this knife is removable. I guess so people can change them whenever they feel like it. Sounds like fun, sir. I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun, Detective. Well, can we? So, this is what took Mr. Cochin's life. Some of his blood is still on the blade. Wow, I've been a detective for 7 years already? I've seen a lot of weapons in my days, but knives that were used to kill are always the hardest for me to bear. Yes, unlike guns, this is the one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it. Yeah, just like how this one's partially drenched in it, huh, sir? Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. See, that's why I want to, can we, take it off? Where's the thing to take it off? Oh, there it is. No, it's not. That's just part of the blade. How do I take the handle off? I want to see what it looks like underneath. Is there, a thing I'm not seeing? No. That's really annoying. I want to see what the blade, I want to see, if on the handle-y area of the actual blade, it says, property of Alabaz, or whatever the fuck the other country was called. It just feels like that's such an obvious potential option, especially when you've dealt with as many cases as Edgeworth has. You should think of the insane options as possible. Looks like this was once a magnificent grandfather clock, but it has fallen victim to the fire. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, is it okay for me to talk about the clocks in my house, sir? If they're unrelated to the case, I hope that you will refrain from sharing, but... Well, there's this one clock that I made by myself, but the timer on the mansion... That's quite enough, Detective. Wait. Oh, I thought it was letting me keep looking at the... Okay. These shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia. Oh, fuck yeah. It's really strange, isn't it? I thought this was a Babalese embassy. So, why are there so many American souvenirs, sir? Perhaps it's the Babalese are studying American culture and our tourism industry? So, whatever. If they have plans to make the Babalese tourism industry truly flourish, then they would need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose. Speaking of tourism, I got these from the blonde guy earlier, sir. Republic of Babel coupon. He said that if I bring these with me to Babal, I could trade them in for a few buffets. Oh? So, how do you expect to travel to Babal? Well, the whole world is connected by oceans, sir. And for all-you-can-eat buffet, I'd swim all the way to Babal if I have to. Can a few simple coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things? Okay. We're gonna wait to talk to you guys. That's some fireplace. You know, it really gives this place a mansion-like quality, don't you think, sir? Ooh, if these are a staple in every Bobbly's house, then I bet Santa Claus pays them a visit too. Just how old are you again, detective? Seriously? Sir, can I like go past here? Can I go past here? Can I? Sorry, but Interpol is still conducting its investigation beyond this point. I'm a subordinate of Miss Von Karma. Is there some reason why I'm being denied access? My superior clearly stated, don't you dare let anyone near the site. You got it? If I let you examine this site, my superior would get really angry at me. All right. You know, Mr. Edgeworth, I feel really bad for the guy, so why don't we do as he says? Yes, I suppose we might as well. Okay, so there's something over there we need to learn at a specific time. There was something. Oh. There are still some burnt objects scattered on the floor. Well, burnt things get burnt, and they become burnt things, you know? No, because there was no way to prove that the burnt things started out as burnt things. Wait, was it a burnt thing, or was it not? I have no idea what's what anymore, sir. Yes, I suppose it's a bit hard for someone with a burnt-out light bulb to comprehend. Damn! Okay, oh, wait. This ceiling fan must have fallen from the ceiling. Yeah. A ceiling fan? What does one of those do? Exactly what it sounds like it does. It's a fan that's installed on one's ceiling. Well, if I had one of those in my room, I'd bet I'd go dizzy from staring at it as I sleep. Detective Gumshoe, in the real world, we close our eyes when we sleep. Alright, let's look at the statue. Something actually investigatable. Because it is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat. Hold it! But there is a possibility that it is related to the murder, wouldn't you agree? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give it up for now? We can force them to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof. I suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the Primadou statues Kay was talking about earlier. Is it just me, or does this man look like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. Okay, Babal's Primadou statue. Both countries claim to own the real one. National treasure, I guess. Only ambassadors and secretariat can touch. Okay. Alright, so what's going on over here? Okay, are you alright? I'm not even looking at you. You believe me, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't think I did it, right? Yes, of course I don't. And I promise to prove that it wasn't you. That's enough chit-chat. You can investigate all you like, but it's only a matter of time before we take her in. It would be wise of you to give up while you can. No, I don't think so. Kay isn't lying, and my investigation will prove that to be true. Go ahead and try. Oh, shit. Go ahead and try then, if you're that confident. Can't allow this to continue on this way. I must prove her innocence post-haste. Okay. I guess the only thing left to do is talk to these two. Starting with you. I can't believe that Manny fell among thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is. Ambassador Paleno, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That and only that. I ask that you cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well. Oh, word? He locked the fuck in. You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating! Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these. I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe. Oh, no. These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babal. Now I remember, the Republic of Babal is known for its feverish tourism industry. Alright, well, let's talk. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased Manny Cochin. He was my secretary in the embassy's secretariat, charged with running the whole place. Anytime he does that look, I'm gonna change his voice entirely. He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything, accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures. I'm sorry, but did you say printing? Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry. So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have printing press here at our embassy. I see. Please excuse my forwardness. However, I feel I should mention that I have the distinct impression that I've met him before. Oh, yes. Since you are of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident? The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny. So your Mr. Cochin is the same man as the one in that case. It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. He was the one who planned this event and was oversee this embassy's I'm gonna try that all again. God. He was the one who planned this event and was to oversee this embassy's renovations. It really is a shame. He had such a bright future ahead of him. Cool. What is your name, dude? I forgot. Coleus Paleno. Callias Paleno? Callias Paleno. Nothing. Nothing's popping up in my head. Anyways, damn, that's what your face looks like from the front? I don't know why, that just feels wrong. Renovations. What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations? We can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy think we're a poor nation, can we? So renovating the embassies is something of an investment. We may have a rather... Oh, I don't know why I got stuck on paltry. Okay. We have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is now no longer with us. Ambassador Paleno, I was wondering if I may ask you about Cadopia. Cadopia? Alright, what do you like to talk about? First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? I found it sticking out of Mr. Cochin's pocket. I believe it originally belongs to this embassy. Is that correct? On closer inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly. That's not all about this key. It's also capable of changing into a knife. Oh! How fascinating! Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key? In its knife form, there is a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be part of Cadopia. Hold it. And how did you come to that conclusion? The knife and butter. You talked about it, man. It has both of Cadopia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were Cadopia. What the fuck? Oh my god. What the shit? Sorry. I'm glad I decided to look at my drink before I took a sip there. Because right as I did, I think a fly just flew into it. There's just a fly in my water now. Okay, hold on. Why is there a fly? I guess, yeah, because it's like dark out. Okay. I'm gonna deal with that real quick and get different water. And probably a different cup, too. Alright, I'll be back real quick. Okay, I think we're good now. That's just an insane thing that happened. That's insane. Oh my god. Okay, let's get back to the actual game. I have flyless water now. It probably, in all honesty, it probably sounds like bad that there's a fly in my room, but it's not because of like stank or whatever. This is not a hashtag Asmongold moment. This is like just we just have flies that like come into the house. That's it. That's the end of that sentence. All right, anyways. Key. Ambassador Polano, this key was stolen from the Cadopian embassy 7 years ago by Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Oh, here comes Kay. Oh, really? You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into this embassy at the time? I'm sorry, I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation. But if Manny were still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then. Mr. Cochin and Mr. Yu knew each other 7 years ago. That doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present. Okay, well, we've talked to him about everything. Now, one thing I do want to point out is key used at embassy locked safe. Yep. We know for a fact that the Yatagarasu's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim Mr. Cochin's pocket. Which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in his office. Good thinking, sir! Let's go try it out! Are we allowed? I guess we are allowed. It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket, it literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. The secret passage! Secret passage! What do we have here? Hey, there's nothing inside! Do you think the Yatagarasu made off with everything, sir? No, Detective, I believe all we need is a closer look. I won't rest until yada yada, asshole and butt cheek, or whatever the line is. It looks like such a serious safe, but there's not a scrap of paper inside. Which reminds me, the safe in your office is just as empty, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? It's merely coincidence that both safes are empty, Detective. Well, make that a triple coincidence because my piggy bank at home is empty too. I don't think there's anything coincidental about that, Detective. Oh, was I not supposed to Oh. What is this here? Looks like the ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir. No, I don't think it's ripped. Seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe. Hey, you're right! It won't budge an inch, not even when I tug on it. But I don't think I've ever seen paper stuck on the inside of a safe before. Hold it! Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe. Because the back of it is halfway through it. What do you mean? What I mean is that the secret to this safe is that it has 2 compartments, it's completely empty, it has a crack there. Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I'd say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of this safe. In other words, this safe has a second compartment. What? I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct, and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door? As you can see, there is no other lock or keyhole in sight. Actually, there is one more spot of interest to me on this safe. Oh? Yes, and I believe that spot is the keyhole to our mystery second lock. The safe and its locks. Alright then, since you are so sure of yourself, show me how you deduced your answer. No, it's not either of that. I would assume this, right? Is this somehow connected to this? Blah, 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 blah. I don't fucking know, key. Okay, I did get it. Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francisca? The shape? It does look very familiar. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more. No! Is that so? The person who used this safe, Mr. Cochin, made sure this safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to the hidden half to look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure out? You can't be serious. Are you saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment of this safe? That's precisely what I'm saying. Good job, you figured it out. And I will prove to you right now that the Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it. Objection! No! The Yatagarasu's key? Miles Edgeworth! This had better be a very bad joke. Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment of the safe. We know that this key opens the first compartment of the safe. But the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key. But knife, though. But knife? Let's go over this again, shall we? The Yatagarasu's key was originally made to open Mr. Kochin's safe in the Kadobian embassy. We confirmed that as a fact by opening the door to his safe with it. Now let's take a look at the back end of the key. Looking at the knife portion head on, what do you see? What are you talking? It appears that you've come to understand what I'm talking about, you stupid. When viewed head on, the knife's blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. The real function of the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of the safe. But that's preposterous! Because it looks like a knife and was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago, we fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks, whatever is hidden inside the secret section must be of incredible importance. It's gonna be like fucking, like just gonna be like a stupid image. Then it's even possible that what I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy, hurry up and open the safe. Why him? Yes, sir. Opening it now. Doing it. Whoa, a lot of things. We got a plate, a paper. These items, it's a bunch of funny shaped things. I guess they're pieces of art, huh? You're in the way. Move now, Scruffy. I didn't think I was in the way. Damn, bitch. Shit. He's just crying. These pieces of art. They're identical to the ones that have been stolen from various countries around the world. I figured as much. Yeah, they're from the smuggling ring. These are the treasures this section of the safe was to hide from view. I believe a more thorough examination is required. I want to start with the paper. This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about. Beats me, sir! Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up, Detective? Mr. Kochin's name is written on the last page. I wonder what the significance of this document is. Oh, we don't get it as evidence? Word? These are pieces of stolen art from around the world. I wonder how much they're worth, especially this one. Scruffy, don't touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands. Why? Do you have any idea what would happen if one of them were to break? Is it just me, or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now? Cool. Oh, I'm really glad we got fucking nothing from this. To build this sort of trick into one safe is really something. Yeah, it's neat how this safe has 2 compartments. But what's really impressive is that the other end of the key was another key. I totally hadn't noticed. And I wonder if Mr. Kochin was just paranoid, or if he had secrets of that great of value. Speaking of paranoid, I once sharpened both ends of my pencil. But then when I went to erase something, I got all paranoid and thought I was gonna stab myself. Please refrain from dispensing your special brand of unrelated stories while on duty. Yes, sir. Cool, what do we fucking gain from this? It appears that we found the key that the Miss Yu stole 7 years ago. Since it was originally from this embassy, maybe she came back to return it? I don't think she's the type to be so kind as to do such a thing, Detective. Okay, what do you think, sir? Callisto Yu. For what reason did she steal the key? Genuinely fucking nothing here? Really? Oh my fucking god. What was the point of that? We didn't get any evidence from that either. That's what's fucking wild. Sure. Miles Edgeworth? What is it? Let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate. And if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect. What's with the giddy glint in her eyes? I don't think that will really be necessary, Francisca. Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you were still under me. I thought Francisca was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. So then why is she here at this embassy? Okay, we do have things to talk about. I was investigating at the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of this mess. Ah, that's right. The Atagarasu was due to appear at the embassy as well. Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Babalese embassy. Oh good, so he's here too. Huh. So Agent Lang is here as well, huh? I see you've met. Well, he's in the Alabastian embassy acting as a bodyguard for the Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. Cool. So, the suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is that little girl I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the Atagarasu? Kay would never harm a soul, sir! Kay? You remember, do you not, about the case we investigated together 7 years ago? That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday. So, she's that feisty little girl. Kay has been on the trail of the Atagarasu, which is how she ended up here, looking for the one who took her father's life. I see. Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Atagarasu just keeps on tricking us all! How so? The Atagarasu sent a card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. Dirtiest secret? But all we've had is an arson and a murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract and it's going on the rap sheet. If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. I do wonder though, if Callisto Yu really is the Atagarasu. I mean, okay, I'm gonna save, because I doubt what I'm about to do is right. I doubt what I'm about to do is right. Oh shit, it was, yeah, I guess. To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret the Atagarasu was out to steal is in this very room? Dirty secret? I was supposed to talk to them first before I did everything. Oopsies. Francisca, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhand dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, then, the person I'm looking for is in the Babalese embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation. I think I just might need to ask Francisca about her smuggling case in more depth. Okay, well that's currently still alright. Alright, smuggling! Francisca, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you are here right now is related to that? Yes. After analyzing the intel we've gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And this is what tipped us off. This accounting document? It's only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the Principality of Cadopia, which means that somewhere in the countries of Alabast and Babal is the head. The one pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring. That's Francisca for you. She's amazing pursuing this case with all she has. Okay. Can I go back here now? Because I feel like I did stuff out of order. Oh, I can deduce. Is this a spot connected to something? Yes. Eureka! Take a good look at these documents, Francisca. It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Oh, wait, no, that was Francisca. Oops. Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? 1, 2, 3? Well, it certainly looks that way. By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at the answer. And it seems that you have now found what you were looking for. Yes, and with this, it has become crystal clear that Mr. Cochin himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Bubbly's ink. Bubbly's ink? Bubbly's ink is a special product of the Republic of Babal. However, due to a special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported. And that reason is... That's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Cochin. His base was in an embassy, thus it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. But that's so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice. Well, even if he is dead, we still have the responsibility to look into his misdeeds. You expect me to whip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested. Francisca, you must know that Manny Cochin was the suspect in the KG-8 incident. Of course I know! On top of being the head of the smuggling ring, there is the matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. Woo! And I didn't even lose any bar! Are you done investigating? You realize now, don't you, that this girl is the only one who it could be? Why would I realize that? Now come along quietly, Yatagarasu, K. Faraday. You are under arrest for the murder of Manny Cochin. Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you have to believe me! I didn't do it! I chased the fake Yatagarasu in here! And he was already... You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Hold it! Stop reading the Miranda rights! I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. What is that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit of this crime. Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are. All right. Cool. Why arrest Kay? Even your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in here with the body. Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she is the Yatagarasu. Exactly. But it isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagarasu. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagarasu. Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu. Hang on. A thought has occurred. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I don't want to say they are the same person, but that sprite is what Callisto did. Callisto did that. She did that exact pose. And the lipstick's a little similar. I mean, it's like a paler tone, but she has a paler skin tone. Which, you know, 7 years can do that to someone. And just contacts and a wig, or just a contacts, a new haircut, and a dye. Just saying. That She's doing the lookup thing that Callisto did. Okay. Very well, then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny Kochin. Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of. I'm not gonna, like, change that, even though I think they're basically the same voice anyways. I'm not gonna, like, intentionally change her voice to Callisto Yu's voice. But I have a hunch. Even your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babylonis embassy tonight. Yeah, we know. They may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu that committed murder eluded us. Of course, I chased after the Yatagarasu that entered the Babylonis embassy right away. Ooh, wait, a thought has occurred. A thought has occurred. That's the second time. I mean, if I scroll up, we're probably not going to see it. But there was another time where Miles said a thing, and Sheena did ellipses. What if that's Callisto? This is going under the theory that Callisto is Sheena. What if that's her trying to stop herself from laughing? Because, like, if Callisto was here, and he said, if so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu had committed murder... hold on, wait, let me cook. If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu that committed murder eluded us. Of course I chased after the Yatagarasu that entered the Babylonis embassy right away. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is something that she would laugh at, right? Like, that's something that Callisto you would laugh at. And Sheena's ellipsising before she talks. I'm just saying. Just saying. And that is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there was only this girl. In any case, this is what I believe happened tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into the embassy. I'm gonna press everything. The confusion caused by the fire. Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started the fire? A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area. Officers in the area claim to have seen the person that start the fire. Okay, sorry. It sounds like we have a phantom in our midst. Yeah. In a way, he could be considered a phantom, with the way he randomly appears. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. Hold it! Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove that she is a killer. No, but it does give her a motive. The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Kochin for the key. I see. Her logic is very sound, expecting nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. Might just be the opening I need. She wanted to steal documents regarding smuggling, so she killed Mr. Kochin for the key. So this is our problem area. See, why don't I... Both country... If I just click... Yeah, it's just going to be the image. But it was on his person. Objection! Nope. This piece of evidence proves that there is a glaring flaw in your logic. That piece of evidence in my testimony, actually, it proves the absence of a flaw in my logic and the presence of one in yours. I was mistaken? I'll just continue with my testimony now. Okay, let's just press this. So, you're claiming that Kay knew that a foreign country's embassy had such documents. As stated in the calling card, the Yatagarasu was out to steal a dirty secret, which means that the goal tonight was to steal those smuggling activity documents. Yeah, but that's need-to-know basis of Interpol. Oh my fucking god, Sheena is Callisto U. Oh my fucking god, Sheena is Callisto U. Because that information that you just gave, and I'm pretty sure it says on the document here, doc related to smuggling of Babyliss Inc. It appears to point to Mr. Cochin. But this was need to know, according to fucking Francisca, this was need to know info of Interpol. So only Interpol agents would know. Meaning that this Yatagarasu is in Interpol. And I've already made the connection between Callisto U and Sheena Sprites. Oh my fucking god. And Sheena's part of Interpol. Holy shit. Okay, yep. Yep, you're just fucking, you're Callisto. That's crazy. Which means that the goal tonight was to steal those smuggling activity documents. You have it all wrong. It was the fake that sent the card. Your words are meaningless. If you are truly innocent, then let's see some proof. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I leave it to you to handle this.
Yes, I'd rather you did. Yatagarasu's goal, huh?
You can claim she's innocent, but you can't change the fact that I've already outlined.
Most importantly, other than her, there was no one else.
This was the part that was added.
She wanted to steal documents regarding the smugglers to kill Mr. Cochin for the key. Why am I not understanding? Why am I not understanding the issue with the... I mean, I know that it's wrong, but why am I not understanding what directly proves that that's wrong? The knife?
Objection!
Oh, okay, because it is the key, right? And, yeah. Agent Sheena, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic.
Oh?
Even if you claim that she is the killer and the Yatagarasu, I am certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body.
I fucking presented the body. That should have counted. I'm mad. I was on the right track the first time.
Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents.
Damn. You are sweating fucking bullets, girl.
By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked, it's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all.
Hold it! Then perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on him.
Objection! I'm voiced, bitch! If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact.
Hold it! Need, reason. All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in.
No, it fucking isn't!
Perhaps she didn't notice the safe's second compartment before returning the key. Urgh. But the fact still remains that Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death.
Objection! But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act.
Hold it! Actually, I do.
Oh, good. I bet you fucking do, Callisto. I bet you, Y-E-U, do. I bet you do. You bitch.
Sorry. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes.
Fucking cool, man. I don't care. You could be lying. What?
Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars.
How about show us the fucking evidence? Take like a photo or something. You're Interpol. Why should we be taking your word? I hate you.
The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was
but you can take the blade. You can take the handle off. One of a set of 3 ornamental knives covered in victim's blood. Blade same as wound. You can take off the handle. You can take off the handle. You can take off the handle. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument. Liar! That is your definitive evidence? You see now that she is definitely the killer, right? No, Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta believe me! I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear! And you came in here because you were chasing this suspicious person? That's right! I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person! Did you pick up the knife? But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights, but then... Ah! Who's there? Oh, who's there? This is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl's scream. You heard her scream? Why would she fucking scream? I came to this room upon hearing the girl's scream. And when I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her. So, the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon. I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it. But the suspicious person in the black coat who came into this room before me... Hold it. You continue to insist there was such a person, but if there was, where did they go? You said you saw him! You fucking talked about him! You said you know that the person with the trench coat is the one who burned the fucking building! You admitted to that! Are you dumb? That... I don't know. But I know they came in here. Hold it. That sounds like the desperate excuses of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth. She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that they are with some solid evidence. Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't... Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that. Hold it. Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument if you can. Don't worry, I can and I will. Bitch. Definitive evidence. The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade on the knife. I'm not gonna press that, we know that. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding. Now let's save real quick, because that's the one where I'm a little curious about. You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes? I was also on the search for the Yadakarasu. When I heard the girl scream coming from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw that girl standing there motionless with the knife in her hands. But I already told you I only came in here because I was also after the Yadakarasu! Wait, right, the guy in the coat. The suspicious person I saw came into this room. But when I entered it, it was pitch dark. I felt something by my foot on the floor, so I turned on the lights and then... You found out that it was the murder weapon at your feet. How many times do I have to tell you? We can't trust the words of a suspect. The only thing you'll accept is evidence, is it? That's the only acceptable way to counter an agent of Interpol on the scene of a crime. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have some kind of evidence that can prove me innocent? I think I do, because there is one piece of evidence I find to be a bit interesting. I think I need to carefully examine that piece of evidence again. You need me to examine the knife again? But it's already fully... Like, I've investigated every part of it, so... Oh. No, that's the same, that's just the knife. Or that's the blade, I mean. Really? Nothing. If I do this... Seriously? Because... Let me just read this real quick again. There's a lot of skilled detail on this handle. It would appear that the handle of this knife is removable. I guess so people can change whenever they feel like it. Sounds like fun, sir. I don't think... It's removable. So we...
Present knife?
Objection!
Yeah, because you can take off the handle. So, the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth? What are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. It's the knife. There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. That took way too fucking long. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had this handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon.
It wasn't the real murder weapon.
The knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? Okay, let's give it a go.
Hey, Andy, that's what I was saying from the moment we got the fucking thing.
As you can see, the Balbali's knife has now been disassembled in two parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. Okay, that was lame. This should clear up any and all suspicions surrounding Kay.
Your argument isn't airtight yet.
How so?
It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles.
No, it fucking isn't. Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing?
I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. I'm a set of victim. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem.
Objection! That's... The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer. Right fucking there.
What is that mark? What is this mark on here?
It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means.
No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar. Not the point.
And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower.
Oh, that would fucking do it.
Take that!
You can't be serious.
It appears that you've made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this blade is from one of the Alabast's ornamental knives. This part of the knife's handle has Babahal's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Babalese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just the knife handle. I don't know why I took a second to breathe that again. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Sheena?
After the fire had broken out.
That's right. Kay entered the Babalese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastian side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire, which makes that Kay could not have transported an Try to get it out. Which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastian object over here. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer.
Whoa! Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! What a great victory! Huh? Hey, why is everyone so quiet?
I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next.
Objection! What? What is the meaning of this? An Alabastian knife here?
Do you mean, how did it find its way to the Republic of Babal? It didn't just find its way over. Rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over.
You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just standing around.
Thinking while you're on the run? Now that's the way a real great thief operates.
Okay.
Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did.
Not really, but...
Come on, you don't have to be shy about it. Hold it. Your argument is still not airtight.
Girly pop. Sheena. Callisto, you. What the fuck? Would you care to elaborate? Please elaborate. I'm so desperate to hear the answer to this one.
I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there is still a possibility that she is the Yatagarasu. That again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yatagarasu, like the real actual dead-ass one. I'm not like the fake one that goes around setting fires, okay? Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire.
You just said otherwise! Preposterous! On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing?
The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that in itself is the most elegant proof. Miss Sheena? Yes? I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards, I will walk it the best I can. It's not good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that. Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you too, as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay? Well, I guess we better get going. Going? To where? To the Kingdom of Alabast. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking to see where the Alabastian knife came from. We'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt.
Understood. Well, bye. Is that to be continued?
All right. Then that is where we are going to end it. That is where we are going to end this stream. No, 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 nope, I don't want, nope, sorry, no, sorry, no, back to title. I just saved. I'm gonna say no. I'm just gonna, back to title. Damn! It's just the fire! You know, admittedly, I'm gonna probably use that for the thumbnail, and I can't get the actual photo of the fire, so I just kind of have to use that. All right, we're gonna go chatting here. So, we got to do 2 cases in one day. Again, if you're watching this through YouTube, this video and this VOD and the last VOD were recorded on the same day and streamed on the same day. I'm gonna do the YouTube outro now. All right. Video on the top right is literally an hour ago for me, but the last time I played Ace Attorney, in case you want to see how the last case ended and how we got here. Video on the right is what YouTube recommended for you, basing it off of whatever you watched that isn't me, which, you know, I can be heartbroken about that, but it's fine, you know, it's whatever. Anyways, the thing by me is the subscribe button. If you click that, it shows that you're supporting me and you want to see more content like this, and it makes me feel good that you support me. And also, it'll make me feel a little less betrayed about the previous other people that you watched that I mentioned. Okay, bye.